In today's video, we are going to learn how to redact email or PST files within CaseGuard. And so you might notice that we're starting off in a new location, which is my Outlook inbox. And it is currently redacted because I do have sensitive information here, so after I've recorded, I added in redactions using CaseGuard. But let's go ahead and get into it. So to start off, we are going to go to the top of our Outlook inbox, select File, then go to Open and Export, Import and Export, and now we've got this little window here. So what we want to do is select Export, select Next, then PST, and now we can choose what we would like to export, and I'm going to export in my inbox and include all of my subfolders. Now select Next and Finish. And what this is going to do is it is going to export my entire inbox into what's known as a PST. And that way I can add this PST into CaseGuard and we can pull out the relevant emails that we need to redact. Okay, now that that's done exporting, let me go ahead and open up my CaseGuard. And we're going to start from the very beginning here by creating a new project since this is a new request. So I'm going to go ahead and name this one Intro to Doc PST. And under the More Information drop-down menu, I'm going to add the name of the person requesting the file, the case number that we're working with, and the date that the request was made. And all of that's going to be added to CaseGuard's automatically generated reports. And if you missed our video on how to set up reports so they're automatically generated and why reports such as the exemption log are so important, I will link that video in the description below. That way you can refer back to it. Let's create our new project, and now let's add in our PST file. Alright, and now that we've added in our files, we have 72,434 emails to choose from. And this is quite a lot, and we don't need all of them for our request here today. Now there are a few things we can do. So to select ones that we know we need, we can use these checkboxes to select them. Or we can sort all 72,000 of these emails by category. So go to search bar, and then you can pick what category you want to sort these emails by. So we can sort if it has an attachment or not, the date it was sent on, before or after, who it was from, who it was to, or what the subject contains or doesn't contain. So there are all these characteristics of emails that you can filter by, and you can also filter by multiple. So to get started here, I'm going to do it by date. So I want a date that is greater than, let's go for January 1st of 2017. Alright, and that takes me from 72,000 emails down to 2,700, which is a lot more manageable, and this is actually what I'm looking for here. But if you need to sort more, you can sort by different characteristics of the email, or you can even just straight up search for a keyword or a phrase that you're looking for. But I am going to select all of these emails but the first one, because I know I don't need that, and now we can move forward. CaseGuard does have quite a few options when it comes to adding in emails from a PST, including the ability to extract attachments. And what this does is if you have video files or audio files within a email chain, those obviously can't be converted into a PDF format. So by extracting them to a folder on your desktop or on your computer, you can then add those video and audio files into CaseGuard and redact them if you need to. But I don't have any of those, so I'm going to move forward here. And now we have a few more options. We can choose to add emails and attachments into CaseGuard, emails only or attachments only. And CaseGuard automatically removes any duplicate threads, duplicate emails, or duplicate attachments. This way you're not redacting the same email thread 100 different times over the course of your document here. If you do need them, you can choose to import your duplicate emails and attachments using these checkboxes. We can also, at this stage, go ahead and add page numbers, and this is great just in general, but one use case here would be if you're presenting these documents to court, having page numbers makes it so much easier for everybody receiving the document to refer back to it. Another option that CaseGuard gives you is the ability to choose what type of attachments you want to add into CaseGuard to be converted into PDF. If you don't need any of the Excel files or the PowerPoints, you can deselect these checkboxes, but I'm going to keep them all selected here. You can also choose to split your imported emails into multiple files, whether it's by document size, individual email by the sender, individual folder, or individual PST file if you add more than one PST. And you can choose to sort your emails. So if you want to sort them by sender, you can do alphabetical or reverse alphabetical, or by date. And you have ascending, so earliest to latest, or descending, and I do want latest to earliest, so I'm going to choose descending. And here you can also change the name of your PDF as it's added into CaseGuard, and I'm going to do 2017 MBOX request, because that's what this is, and it's descriptive. It'll help me find it later. So now the last thing to do is just look at our summary here. We have 2,700 emails in total, and 169 of those emails have attachments, and then the rest are without attachments. So it just gives me a brief summary of what we're converting into a PDF here. Let's go ahead and apply, and CaseGuard's going to go to work converting all of those emails from PST format into a PDF that we can redact just like any other document. Alright, so I did cut away while the system processed that document, but now those 2,700 emails have become just over 5,000 pages of a PDF. How the layout of the document is going to work is that first you'll have the email, and then if it has an attachment, that attachment will be directly below it. Let's go ahead and scan through the first few pages of this email, get a sense for what sensitive information is going to be in it so we know how to go about redacting. So we've got email addresses, different names, phone numbers. There are several dates as well as addresses. So those are a few things that we're going to be looking at here, all of which we can redact using AI. So let's go ahead and open up AI. There are quite a few options here, and we have covered several of them in previous videos. If you haven't had the time to watch them, I will go ahead and link the whole playlist for how to document redaction in CaseGuard 9.4 in the description below so that you can watch them at your convenience. So today we're going to be using AI analysis. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is choose our document language, and CaseGuard does have 12 languages available, and mine's in English so I don't have to change it, and then we get to choose what we want to detect. CaseGuard can detect 33 categories of sensitive information, including names, phone numbers, addresses, email, social security, and URL addresses. And let's go ahead and search for all 33 categories of the information here. Alright, from this dropdown, I only have specific information that I want to redact all pieces of the information. So I'm going to unselect. I do want to redact all names, phone numbers, addresses, emails, any social security numbers that pop up in there, and all URL addresses. So that is good. Select next and apply here. And now we're just going to let the AI process, which I am going to cut away for again. And the AI has finished processing here, so let's go ahead and expand our analytics panel so it's a little bit easier to see. Perfect. And in the analytics panel, we can see that it found over 163,000 pieces of sensitive information, including names, emails, dates and times, phone numbers, addresses, all 33 categories. And if we look at the document, we also see that redactions have been placed automatically, which is perfect. If we want to see how this is going to look upon export, we can select preview mode. And all of the redactions have a redaction reason on them, and this is just the legal or statutory basis for why we're redacting. And if you missed our video where we set it up so that these redaction reasons will be applied automatically every time that we run AI text analysis, I will link that in the description below so that you can go ahead and watch that because it's an important piece of information to have to save time. If you want to see a specific piece of information from your analytics panel, you can use the Go to Position button to take you to that page. And if I switch us back into edit mode, you'll be able to see a green highlight, and that is where the information is. And you can click multiple times on the Go to Position button and it will take you through the different places where it appears in the document. So you can see that that green highlight moved for us. Let's go ahead and switch back into that preview mode. Perfect. And there is one more piece of information that I do need to redact, and that is a license plate number, which I do have written down in my notes. So what we're going to do is select Find and Redact, go down to the Find and Redact box, and I'm just going to type in that license plate number and hit Enter. It's going to search the document for us. So it does appear 11 times, and I need to redact all. Oh, let me go ahead and change my redaction reason so it matches. There we go. And now redact all. So in just a few minutes here, we have redacted a PST file from start to finish using CaseGuard and AI text analysis, as well as the Find and Redact tool, which is it for today's video. In the next video, we are going to learn how to create a custom Find and Redact list in CaseGuard to redact an unlimited number of documents. So keep watching to find out how.